thank you for joining us.
Thank you for coming back.
Yay.
To watch us talk about ourselves.
Yeah. We're really good at it. Alright, I'll just invite you to close your eyes down and take a deep breath in and fully arrive in this space. The space of nothing but everything. Opening our minds up to the universal wisdom. Aligning ourselves with the love back to our true essence. Opening our heart up to give and receive.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, do you come here often?
No, hardly ever.
You know what, actually, I was talking to somebody the other day and they just happened to mention about me not going out, that I don't go out anywhere to find anybody, basically. That makes sense. Does that make sense? Like a partner. I don't go out to find a
You're not
partner.
actively looking for somebody.
Yeah, but I don't go out on night out or anything like that. And it just got me thinking, it's crazy the fact that people feel, I was like, if I go out on a night out and somebody comes over to me when I'm dancing, please leave me alone from a place of love. When I'm dancing, I am dancing. Do you know what I mean? So like, it was mad to think that people have the same mindset. You need a night out to receive a connection or receive whatever, because in their head, I'm young, I should be going out, blah blah blah. But it looks different for absolutely anybody. I don't know why I brought that up, but thanks for listening.
Well, it is, everybody's living out their beliefs and their definitions, and then we look at somebody who's doing something different and it makes us a little bit uncomfortable, and we're like, wait a minute, why aren't you?
Yeah.
Why are you? And it's good if they question.
And I do go out, but like, don't come near me when I'm dancing. I've got a bubble of like 20 meters over.
Have you spent time envisioning your significant other?
Honestly, no.
Okay, then it's not time.
Yeah, no, I honestly, since today, I thought I needed somebody, or I wanted to experience life with somebody, because I'm referring it back to him, that the fella I gave my virginity to, I was seeking the love from others, basically.
Yeah.
And even up until the last week, I was like, oh, Jesus, I would love just to experience life with somebody, you know, or I want to go to India, but I want to experience it with somebody. Absolute bollocks, because after today, I don't care. Not that I don't
Something
care.
really shifted in you to see it differently. I don't need anyone. I'm not saying that from a cocky perspective or look at me. It's just everything that I'm seeking, I can give myself. At this moment, yeah.
At this moment in time, yeah. And Jesus, I'm not saying that I don't want it, but right now, I'm alright.
I just imagine you finding somebody who is just as open and aware as you are, coming together in that space, and how powerful that would be.
And I don't, honestly,
amazing.
I don't think I wouldn't be in a partnership that isn't fully open.
He would need to be more aware than
absolutely, yeah.
Job, retire, death.
Yeah. And I get that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, of course we get it, because that's the society we live in.
You know what I mean? So
well, yeah, you can't. it's a spiral, right? So you can never go back to where you were. And you can't even be where you used to be. Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about. Oh.
That's why I brought it up.
Fuck. Just left me again.
Spiral.
There's a spiral, and you can't be where you want to. You can't repeat. Yeah. Give me a minute. It is something that I feel like it was just a new awareness that I had, whatever it was, that I can remember again. I'll get it. It'll come back to me.
No, but honestly, like if I was to settle for convenience, no way. Like in terms of, I would genuinely feel like I was going backwards.
Okay, yeah. I got it. Okay, let me talk about it before I forget. So, you know how you had said before, if everything's already planned out for me, and I'm just playing my part, and I hear this a lot in social media where people will say, we live in a matrix and everything's already been planned out and we're just living out the plan. Well, I realized it in a different level last week. And that level was, yes, everything has been done because creation is finished. That's what the Bible says. That's what all the texts say. Creation has been finished and it was good. What was finished was, I'm going to use myself as an example, as Edie, where as divine being, wearing a mask of Edie with my beliefs and my definitions, experiencing this life, projecting it out, I have infinite possibility in front of me. And creation has already lived out all my infinite possibilities and parallel realities. And it is up to me to choose which parallel reality I'm vibrating with, because it's our frequency, it's our vibration that puts us in that parallel reality. So I get to choose still, even though creation is done. So in this 3D reality, it's not easy for our head to get around the fact that we have multiple realities playing out at the same time. And that is actually what quantum physics says and can prove. Well, I don't know if it can prove, but it projects it. The theory is there. Anyway, I don't know exactly what they've proven yet, but parallel realities exist and there's infinite possibilities, and all those infinite possibilities have already played out for you. And it's you that chooses which infinite possibility you want to be experiencing. Do you get that? So, yes, you are living out something that's already done, but also, yes, you have a choice. Yes, you have free will. So that was a deeper understanding of the whole concept of we're just here living out what's, but it's everything is, you have infinite possibilities, which means there's a whole array of what you can be doing.
But that kind of just brought me back to a previous experience when I went to a medium or a fortune teller or something, and she says, you're going to get pregnant. You're going to be pregnant. So she must have picked up on a different parallel universe that I was living through.
Parallel reality that you were probably projecting at the time.
Yeah.
Because that's what mediums and psychics do, is they're picking up your energy at the moment. And so that doesn't mean that what they're picking up is going to happen. It just means it's a possibility. Of course, there's infinite possibilities. Anything could be happening. So I also understood reincarnation differently. So the Bible does not teach reincarnation, but other texts, other religious texts do teach reincarnation. However, the way I've understood and other teachings that I've heard from channeled text is Source is living through you at this moment. Source is living through all of us, right? And all of the beings that exist in this planet has Source projecting through them. They're all wearing their masks of whatever beliefs and definitions and names that they have for themselves. And so there's no possibility of reincarnation because there is only now. And people that believe they've been reincarnated are actually slipping into other existence that did live, but was a projection from source. It wasn't necessarily, because if you think about it, if source is what's looking through your eyes, source is what's looking in and projecting into your, through you, that's how we're all part of source. And you transition and you cross over and then you come back. What comes back? If you're thinking of reincarnation, what comes back? Is this mask that I'm wearing named Edie with my definitions and beliefs? Is that what comes back? Well, no, because that's what is on this world. That is the facade that blocks us from realizing who we really are, which is the divine being. So I understand it differently because this makes more sense to me, that this is the life I've been given. And that's why when somebody transitions, they're still there. They haven't gone anywhere. They're not going anywhere. That part of source that lived as that person will continue to exist. And so to come back into another body, that doesn't happen because it's source that's coming into those bodies. That's what comes into the body is source.
So how would you define this term, like old soul?
Yeah, I know. I've thought about that as well. How would then, why? Because I felt like I was an old soul. And I felt like I had, done this before. And then there are people that live here on this planet that you can feel like maybe haven't, they're still learning, right? I don't, my personal belief and my personal definition of old soul at this moment is I came in with an agenda per se. I came in with a goal of understanding myself, and that is more aligning with source, which comes across as being wiser in a sense.
Okay.
I don't want it to sound
So like if you were to not fulfill this agenda,
I wouldn't come back now. If you think about like what would come back, what part comes back?
You in another form.
You, Edie, in another form?
Yeah, your soul, like.
My soul is God.
Yeah.
So it's already existing. And there's only now. Now is all there is. Now. All time exists now. Everything that ever was, ever can be, is all happening now. That's why time travel isn't something so out there anymore. Now that quantum physics understands that the parallel realities are all running, coexisting at the same time, time doesn't exist. Time is the illusion.
So like, for example, So I had a dog called Colleen. And my brother had a dog called Kai, right? Both of them crossed over. But now my dad has this new dog. And I can see both of their souls in Remo, the dog. Right? Maybe that's my mind wanting to believe that.
Yeah.
But,
well, you're creating this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like there's certain attributes that both of them done that he's portraying, and in my head I'm like, right, both of them have reincarnated into this to come back to us.
But if you're saying that there is reincarnation, the question is what part of you comes back. And if it's not Edie, because Edie is what is this of this world. Edie continues, but minus all of the negativity, minus all the judgment, minus all the, you know, the personality of Edie is what I'm wearing that stops me from realizing that I am a divine being clothed in human form. That comes back. That lives in all of us. Not even coming back. It's all now. So all of now, maybe that it's just, yeah. I feel like our human minds aren't able to grasp a lot of what is going on here. And just to continue to grow and understand and feel yourself forward.
You have to be, I think, because right now it feels right for me to believe that. So I'm not going to go out there looking for whatever else.
Well, because this conversation has come up, what happens after that? Because the conversation has come up and you allow yourself to stay open, you will be exposed to different things.
Different theories.
Because that's just, you're vibrating there now.
Yeah. You'll get a voice note tomorrow. Edie.
Right? Guess what happened?
I'm never coming back again.
Yeah.
But because I've always known like reincarnation to be a thing, or like even like
me too though.
There's hilarious memes that are going around, and it's a baby just fresh out of the womb, and it'll comment, "Oh fuck, I said I wasn't gonna come back."
Yeah.
But
if that were true, they wouldn't be back.
Yeah. I feel like, because right now, I mean, I'm questioning myself now as I say this, but like I thought that we're gonna keep coming back until we reach our full potential.
That's what I felt. That's what I thought too. You know, up until a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I believe that we keep coming back until we're fully realized. But question myself, what is it that comes back? Well, it ain't gonna be Edie, because that's the person, the facade. That's the mask I'm wearing. Why would that mask keep coming back? It couldn't, because this mask wouldn't exist if it weren't for the divine that lives through it. And so it's the divine that lives in all of us, in every single life. And that is and when people say I have past lives doing this and that, it's because they've tuned into another life that Source lives in, that they're closely linked to or vibrating on.
But you know how we would say, "Oh, soul family."
Yes. Well, so there's explained, like Bashar is a channeled entity. Bashar talks about there's an oversoul. I haven't really gotten my head around this concept, but there's an oversoul. So there is Source, right? That is all that there is. So everything that there ever is that is all part of Source, and is Source. But there's an oversoul that is part of what you would say the soul family is, because he says there's 8 billion people in the world, and there's only 300,000 oversouls, roughly. So each oversoul, it has many lives, but it's all divine. It's all Source.
Yeah.
If you just want to break it down, I guess that's how you break it down. I'm still understanding that part of it, because I don't have my head around it either.
Yeah.
But I do have my head in. Source is what is looking through these eyes, and it's the same Source looking through your eyes, same Source looking through somebody else's eye. Everybody has that same energy looking through their eyes, and when that energy departs this human form, that's what continues on.
And like it makes sense, because you know, like when you feel like Connor's energy or Ryan's energy, and if they've come back, then we can't
reincarnated.
We can't really feel them as guidance. So I did believe that does what happened, because people do say, you know, reincarnated, but there are a few sources out there that do talk about there is no reincarnation. Like, this is your existence. Yeah, I do think that the awareness can, because it's Source energy that gives this body life, and
and yours and everybody else's, and gives this life, you can tune into and project your awareness, because it is the same awareness in all of us. So I do believe that as well.
So but why do you think that our lives are so short-lived here?
Because we believe they have to be. We talked about this in previous episode last week or whenever. I don't believe we were supposed to live, to work, to retire, to die. My belief, from what I've read, is we are here. The ideal situation is we're born and we live until we are realized.
Yeah.
And that could take 1,000 years.
But like, say somebody croaking at 60, like, that's so short-lived.
Yeah.
That they're just gone now forever. Or they're just gone into the next part of their journey.
They're not gone. They're transitioned. They're not in their human form. But from some of the masters of the teachings, they say that you don't even need to leave the body. The body can go with you. It just disintegrates.
I would sound like something new. Change.
Well, you can change your look now.
Yeah.
You have to believe it, though. You believe it's through your beliefs and definitions, and that's why our lives are so short. It's because we believed in the process that we've been fed and told. Our lives don't have to be short.
Yeah. No, I see that, but then there's another part of me being like, oh, I'm excited to see what's next.
Because you're only looking through 3D. Because all of the happenings is now. Imagine unlimited possibilities, Amy. You're not bound by anything. Literally, you are limitless. But your mind tells you you're not.
Is that where the thought of suicide would come in?
Yeah, absolutely, because they don't see any other way. They just want to be free because they don't feel like there's any other option here. That's also why people kill others, because they don't see an option out. Their only option is to get rid of that person. But there are infinite options because we're not used to using our higher minds. We're used to using that's what we've been trained to do, is to use your human mind, which is limited to this realm, seeing only this. And so you just get more of this because that's what you were taught. We're distracted. They taught us to be distracted by this. But this is only the reflection of what you have projected in here. And when you project different ideas in your mind, when you envision other things happening and believe and have faith in that, then this changes. And I heard a new thing on the way here about projecting. So say you projected into your future something that you want to happen, and say the time came for it to happen and it didn't actually happen. Like it was, say you were, let's just throw a job in there. Say you were wanting to get a job and you projected yourself to getting the job and then you didn't get the job. The best thing to do is to then revise it in your mind that you did get the job. And have somebody congratulating you that you got the job. And then that changes this external reality. You have to believe what you're seeing, though. That's your God sense, is you're envisioning what you've envisioned in your mind. I want to go back to, I had asked you in the last episode about the guy that you had an interview with who said, you can't pay the bills with happiness. Before you went to see him, did you think about that meeting?
Oh, I predicted that he was going to be an asshole.
And he was. And that shows you right there.
Yeah. No, like, fully, I was like, and you know what as well? Because it has caused me so much discomfort, I wanted to run. I wanted to escape it. Rather than just sitting with it and showing me what it's teaching me.
Yeah.
That there is other possibilities out there. You don't have to go down
this
one route.
Yes.
And because I saw red with what he was saying, because he had a different belief system than me, I wanted to just be like, fuck you, I don't even want what you're giving me, blah, 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 blah. So I wanted to run because I was so uncomfortable. Instead of just going, oh, hold on a minute, he's not intentionally out here calling me out on my bullshit or whatever. He is doing his job. And to sit with that and not be in victim of he's out here hurting me.
Yeah. No, so, he's showing you that that's an option. I actually woke up yesterday morning with that. I get the downloads every morning, and that was something that I got downloaded, that every single possible outcome is an option. It's a choice, and you get to choose what you're looking at. So since I've learned the whole envisioning ahead of time, I've been envisioning almost everything I do before I do it, and it always turns out the way I expected.
Great.
I know, and I've actually, having that realization has just brought me some peace, because I felt like there was just this missing piece I wasn't really getting, and I really believe that was it, because I've worked on myself. I'm understanding things, I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it, I'm understanding it, but then that little piece I was still giving into the visions of the negative outcome. And yeah, it's nice to see that it isn't like that anymore.
True. Yeah.
The other thing that happened, like yesterday, I was feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't like to say that. That was yesterday though, not today. So I won't say it if I am not feeling that good. I won't say it out loud until it's past. Because it's done. But so yesterday I was feeling a little bit under the weather, and I could feel a headache coming on. And one of the stories I had been listening to was somebody had broke their wrist, and they were told to put their wrist in the hand of God and trust and have faith. And the story is the wrist healed, and nobody was actually there, but he envisioned putting his hand in the hand of God, and the hand healed. So with the headache coming on, I envisioned and said to myself, I put my head in the lap of God. Headache quit.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's so powerful. And everything is God. So it's like, you don't have to go too far to envision that,
And it's so, like, this is what's just come to mind. For example, there's this new technology out now where they can scan the reg plates and see if you're tax insured and NCT'd, right? So for example, there was a thing going around on the internet, and they scanned this machine, scanned the reg, and your one was out of NCT or whatever, and insurance, and they followed her in the car, and they called her out on it. And that made me so angry, because I was in a 3D mindset, but I was like, they've so much power, they've so much, like, and then I was like, why the fuck do we even need insurance? Why do we need NCT? Why do we need all this, right? I went down this absolute rabbit hole. And
that probably made you feel shitty.
Yeah, no, it did. And I went down this rabbit hole, and then I said, but it's so mad, because there's so many different variants of insurance that it doesn't actually even make sense to have it, right? But anyway. And then I was like, then it led me down, oh, but sure, what happens if I broke my wrist now, and I broke my foot, what the example was, and I know health insurance, blah, blah, all of this, and then I was like, oh my days. So I created a whole scenario of me breaking something, of my car getting fucked off or whatever, and because I wanted to know something that I didn't need to know. I didn't need to know why they have this new machine. I didn't need to know why insurance is a thing.
Well, you did need to know it to see your belief behind it, because you believe that there is your victimhood coming to you.
Right.
I'm a victim. They have the power over me. That's why it showed up.
Yeah.
For you to see
Fair, yeah.
that's the belief that you're still holding.
And I was with somebody as well, and they're in that mindset 24/7.
So that fed it.
I picked for feeding one another.
Yeah.
But no, that makes sense actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you.
It's crazy to me that people have religion, but they don't actually. No, I can't speak for anybody really, because I'm not them. But from the outside looking, it seems to me that there's not a lot of faith in their religion. Like they believe in this, and this that's out here is only what somebody else has projected and believed in, so it's out here. When you believe and have faith in the divine, that it is all divine, there's comfort, because there is nothing else but the divine. And then you realize that the discomfort I'm creating, the discomfort is something that's come within me. And that's why we need insurance. That's why we need hospitals. That's why we need these things, because we don't have the belief and faith in the divine. We don't have the belief and faith in God.
What if?
If we all believed and had faith in the divine and God, we wouldn't need insurance. We wouldn't need hospitals. We wouldn't need any of that stuff.
But that's like you were saying earlier, we're predicting that already something bad's going to happen.
Yes.
So
and that's why it does.
Sorry.
But that's why it does. Is because we're envisioning in our head. That's your power. Stop envisioning the negative and project. And I've in the past, I remember having heard that, and I remember trying to think of something positive and how hard it was for me, because I was so used to seeing the negative and so used to projecting that. And it's just a disbelief that it helps you. We think we're doing that to protect ourselves, but what are you protecting yourself from? What you're doing is you're making it worse for yourself. You're not protecting anything. So, yeah, a true belief in something uplifts you. It transforms you. It supports you. It helps you. It transcends you. It gives you life. It gives you love. It gives you. And a belief that makes you small, that makes you, it's not a belief worth living. It's not a belief worth having. That if it makes you small or makes you feel like a victim, change it. It's up to you.
That's what, because with the insurance, I was like, if I have this faith, or why do I still go out and pay insurance?
Because it's part of the system.
Yeah.
So, and it's part of the system, so just know that it'll always be there.
Yeah.
Your insurance will always be there, because it's just part of the system. And I've chosen this time and space to live in.
I've chosen this time and space to live in.
Yeah. So I will always be provided.
That needs to be a short.
I've chosen this time and space.
No, it's true, because I could easily go, no, fuck you, I'm not getting insurance. But I've chosen to
this
be
time
in this time and space.
And because you've chosen that, you will be provided.
That's fucking good, that.
That hit you just right.
Yeah, no, that did hit me.
You're not a victim. None of us are. Shit don't happen to you by accident.
That's because I was sitting outside and I was like so happy that all of this went down this morning.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I am celebrating the fact that, first of all, life is fucking wonderful. It presents all these experiences for me to grow, right? And then I was like, we don't actually sit and say, what are we celebrating today?
And we should.
Yeah.
Because the days are amazing. Yeah.
Like, and then I put up,
Yeah.
so ironic, I'll actually just say it. So I put up on my story, what are you celebrating today with the, you know, the way you can do them answer boxes on Instagram?
Yeah.
And the amount of people that said life. And then I felt like, what are you actually doing to celebrate life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
how are you celebrating life today?
Yeah. So that was nice. The fact that people even have that
Yeah.
You
That
know?
responded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I've had some really amazing days, and it sucks that I can't really share it with too many people because, you know, I feel like, I mean, I can say, oh, it's a beautiful day or whatever, but the depth of my days are so deep and so powerful and so amazing. I just look forward to the time when I can have people around me that get that, you know, and say, oh my gosh, good for you.
What does it say in a simple? The joys in the simple things.
Oh yeah.
And like how ironic it is. I don't know even if it is ironic, it's just my keyword lately. That, you know, we have these sayings that can lead us in a negative way.
Yes.
But there's also the powerful ones where
Yes.
of whatever simple one that I just said. I can't remember.
Yeah. Everything's simple.
So there always is that contradictive way. It can go this way or it can go that way.
It depends on what you're vibrating on. So I also saw a video about how we're putting a negative spell in our day when we say morning.
Oh, interesting.
Because morning means what?
Yeah, that's true.
Or our weekend.
Our week's ending.
No, listen to that word, week. Weekend. So weekday, we live our weekdays.
Oh.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are considered weekdays.
Yeah.
So your week,
we're
not empowering those days.
Yeah.
And then we live to the weekend. On the weekend, we're weakened.
Oh, weekend. Oh,
we're weakened. Our weekdays give us our weekend. We should be calling them strong days.
Yeah.
Strong ends.
Years ago, I remember that being a thing about bless.
Less?
Bless.
Bless.
Bless, because you're be less.
Yeah, but that's splitting it up. Bless. Blessed. See, because putting that together, I guess it just depends on how you see it.
Yeah.
Because for me, blessed uplifts me. But if I break it up, then I can see be blessed.
You're not breaking up weekends though.
Weakened. Weakened. You're weakened.
Yeah. But weekend spelled differently than week.
No, but it doesn't matter how it's spelled.
No.
It's the word. Weakened.
Weekend, yeah.
You're weakened.
Weekday.
And a weekday.
Interesting.
Yeah. Or morning. So you're saying good morning, which is kind of an oxymoron. Because good. And then morning. If you're mourning, it wouldn't be considered good.
It was, yeah.
So somebody said to me this morning, going to the, I can't even say it. Going to the train, morning, and I say morning, and I thought, no, I should say good day, good day,
Good day.
good day. Sound like I'm from Australia. Good day,
mate.
Good day, mate. Good day. But yeah, those are spells we put in our days. Instead of morning, we should say day. Good day.
Good day, mate.
We don't have to say mate.
I know, well, my brain automatically does.
It's like,
it's your fault, you said Australian.
Yeah. So yeah, it's important to look at those little things that make big things in your life, because those are your beliefs and your definitions that you're living.
I know, when I said simple things,
no, but life is so simple, but it's complex in its simplicity. Do you know? That's really, it's complex in its simplicity. Yeah, I remember because I don't currently have a job, but I currently am working on myself constantly. Because that's where I choose to put my energy. I feel like there's so much more to life than working and like I've said several times. Where was I going with that? I have no idea. I just now slipped my mind. Oh yeah. There's somebody in my life that will ask me, have you done anything, how does she say it? Have you done anything exciting lately? And it's not what I'm doing. And we're so used to that because somebody has a job, we can define them better. Right? Oh, they're a construction worker. Oh, they're an electrician. Oh, they do this, they do that. And it's like gives us comfort that they're doing something that we can say. But when you're not doing something that somebody can say, you're working on yourself. Mm-hmm. So when she asks me, have you done anything exciting lately? It's like, well, what do you consider exciting? Because it's like, there's a lot of like, I work on myself daily, but that's like too much of a conversation. Do you know what I mean? So instead of asking me what have I done, ask me how much have I grown, or what's a new realization you've had, or to me that's more important. Not what I do. I'm doing all the time, but I'm doing in a different way than you. So your doing is more important than my doing? I don't think so.
Yeah. You just have to let them, because they don't think what you're doing is more important than they're doing.
No, so I know. Like, for sure. But I'm just bringing that up because it's a different way of seeing, like, just because I'm not doing in a job doesn't mean I'm doing nothing. In fact, I feel like what I'm doing is harder than if I just went and got a job.
100%.
It's a lot harder working on yourself, looking at yourself, viewing and understanding and growing and expanding, but so much more rewarding than money from a job. Do you know what I mean? So much more rewarding. Like, I feel like this is what life is about. This is why we're here. So
have fun.
Have fun. Follow your joy. Follow your
laugh.
Bliss. Laugh.
And really, really invite you to dance.
Yeah.
Like I got mommy to dance yesterday.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Wasn't it so?
That was a good laugh.
Oh, she was like, "Are we famous yet?" And he's like, "Mom, the only reason you'd be famous if we get on like YouTube laughs or something."
That was funny.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Do you want to say anything else, or do you want to add anything to this episode?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll say bye-bye. See you next week.
Ciao.
Bye. Thank you.